Snug Studio, we're back at it.
Episode 14.
We checked.
Can you believe it?
I'm stoked. I'm actually so excited. It's been forever.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
We took a hiatus.
Well, it was like a season break, you could call it, but we're not going to officially call it that because this is like a one-time thing. Or unless Maya has another once-in-a-lifetime month-long trip.
Here's the thing, though. I don't have any trips planned for the rest of the year, and I think I need to change that because I have to have something to look forward to.
You just got back from being out of the country for a month.
A month, yeah.
Well, if you do that again, we'll have to figure out how to do this.
I won't be gone for a month.
Okay.
A month is a really long time, and I don't do that very often, if ever. I don't know that I've done that. I did that once before when I went to Finland the last time, like 10 years ago.
It felt like you were gone for a really long time.
It did. And people were like, did it just fly by? And I was like, no, I feel like I got to really like soak it in. And like, I did feel like I was gone for a while.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. Everybody was like, are you so excited to go home and like sleep in your own bed and shower and whatever? And I was like, no, I like traveling. I could do this.
The beds here were actually comfier.
Yeah, I'm in Europe. I'm not complaining about the mattress. Yeah.
Okay, well, before we get into your international travels, in true fashion, we have our
Drink test.
Our drink rating.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Kenna's hyped this one up.
Okay, so this is my favorite bubbly sparkling water flavor. It's orange cream.
Okay.
Okay,
Cheers.
I hope you like it. Cheers.
That one is good.
As far as sparkling water goes,
Yeah.
that's pretty
Pretty good. I feel like it's up there with the strawberry kiwi one that we tried. I really liked that one.
I have some of that here too. But yeah, this one's very refreshing.
I think I'll give it like an 8.9.
That's really good.
I like it.
It's like a 9.5 to me. In the sparkling water category, of course.
That was my overall general.
Yeah, like not a 9.5 for like every beverage I've ever tried.
Sure.
There's too many beverages.
There's a lot of beverages out
But
there.
out of sparkling water, I do think this is my favorite flavor.
Yeah, it's a good one. I like it a lot. I'm going to put it... No, I'm not going to put it on that whiskey barrel thing. Fantastic. I brought...
We also have...
This is from Greece. If you're listening and not watching, I got tzatziki Pringles to try. I think it's a Greece exclusive, but I super could be making that up. I only think that because it says limited edition and there was a sticker on the like thing that said like limited edition.
Well, I've never seen these before.
Yeah,
Here,
I've never seen them in the States.
for the camera, this is what we're working with here.
Tzatziki Pringles.
It does say, at least here, oh, this is relating to the lid.
Oh, UK only.
But
Oh.
there's also a bunch of, yeah, this is all in Greek.
Okay, well, if you're living in Greece, try some tzatziki Pringles. You've probably had them before, maybe, but...
Okay, all right, I'm ready. Gotta give it a little smell. Smells like Pringles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it does just smell like Pringles. Very good, yeah.
Those are surprising. I think
Go
I'll
for it.
have another.
Just, yeah.
Dude, okay, first I'll say, I don't think I've ever had a chip that has a cucumber flavor
Yeah.
in it like that.
Yeah, no, we don't do green things in America usually.
So I'm getting cucumber, I'm getting, what is that, cilantro?
Maybe. Yeah,
Tastes
I think
like
it's like,
cilantro.
and there's also like dill in tzatziki.
And some garlic for sure.
Uh-huh.
I'd give this a solid 8.7. I think this is really good. On the Pringles scale.
I feel like I dropped a chip somewhere. Nope, I'm good.
It's fine.
Yeah, I like these a lot. Clearly, half the can was gone on the plane. I got them in the Athens airport.
Really?
Yeah,
Good find.
yeah, big fan.
Nice. Okay, 8.5.
Fantastic.
What would you give them?
I would say they're my favorite Pringle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I guess if we're going by that, I have to give them like a 9.6 or something.
Yeah, out of Pringles.
Yeah.
Well,
Fantastic.
heck yeah. Okay, so that was our taste test.
Taste test.
The spoils of Maya's travels and my pantry. So,
Okay. Do you remember? Sorry. Do you remember when we did? Was it Bridgerton? Our Bridgerton watch, and you got those little like Swedish berry things, the little
Yes.
candy. They're in Finland. They're everywhere. They're in like every supermarket, and I love them. They're in like the scoopable, like you like pay by the weight,
yeah.
and they're fantastic. I got my grandma hooked on them. I was like, try these, and she was like, these are fantastic.
Were they even fresher
Yeah.
there? Because they were in the scoopable.
Yeah. They're good.
Okay.
They're good.
Dude, nice. Okay, so yeah, tell us about your travels. Tell us about everywhere you went.
Yeah, it was crazy. So my family, my dad's side of the family, we all went on a big, massive cruise. It was supposed to be a 9-country cruise, ended up being an 8-country cruise because the boat broke. Rip.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Started in Denmark. So we flew from here to Canada to Denmark. And despite my little sister, she is claiming that she's now been to Canada. And I was like, you didn't even really breathe Canada air. We didn't leave the airport. But we did Denmark, Germany, Poland, Norway, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, Finland.
Okay. And how much time did you get at each of those places? Like, how long was
day.
the cruise part? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So
that
it was like
speedy quick.
it was a new country every day. Yeah.
Okay.
Which was crazy. And super fun. So yeah, it was like usually we would wake up, get off the boat like 8, 9, 10, depending on where we were. We would be in the port all day, and then we would get back on the ship, eat dinner, and then cruise through the night, and we would like wake up in another country.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was cool.
And you didn't feel like seasick or anything?
No, I got a doctor to prescribe me the like behind the ear motion sickness patches.
Oh.
And I think that really helped because there were like a couple times that I was like, oh no, I'm feeling a little bit vertigo-y, and then it went away. So
Dude,
we're in the clear at this point, knock on wood.
nice.
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise, so I've always been nervous about that.
Honestly,
part.
they're overrated. Honestly,
Not your preferred form of travel?
not my preferred form of travel. It also just feels like the most like privilegey type thing to ever exist, to just like float on this boat that's nothing but leisure. Like you just walk around the boat and it's like you can pay $100 to get a massage, or you can go gamble, or you can go like buy an engagement ring, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just the ultimate time suck. I feel like. And my preferred way to travel is to just like fly there and like be there and explore.
Yeah.
But it was a cool way to see a lot really quickly and to get
Okay.
kind of like a survey of Europe of like, if I were to go back to the Baltic countries, where would I want to go?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that like, you know, most people would never have been like, oh my gosh, we should go to Latvia. But Latvia was such a good time. And so now I'm like super happy I've been to Latvia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What kinds? I don't really
What's
know
in
much
Latvia?
about
Yeah.
what's in Latvia.
Good question.
I apologize.
Nope, I
to
didn't
those
either.
Who are
I was
Latvian.
surprised. I was like, I don't know that I was expecting anything out of Latvia because I was like, I don't know what's here. Latvia was cool. We went to Riga, the capital of Latvia, and we kind of just wandered around. I mean, it's just like a really cute, picturesque, looks like a movie set type city. It was just really pretty. All the buildings are like historic and colorful, and like cobblestone streets and old churches and like beautiful water, and it's just really pretty. And then the Johnsons got lunch in like this, it's like a legit antiquated wine cellar. So you go down into like the underground basement of a building, and it looks like How to Train Your Dragon. Like it's like stone, like archways and just super cool stuff underneath there because it's like a legit like antique wine cellar. Antique is not even the right word, but like it's from like antiquity.
Okay.
And so they serve like traditional Latvian food and drinks, and it was really cool. Super fun.
Dude,
So that was a vibe.
that's sick.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Latvia is, you know that I'm obsessed with New Girl. And
Yes.
Winston, part of his lore is that he was a professional basketball player for a brief stint in Latvia.
In Latvia? Fantastic. I love it.
So that's all I could think about.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But
that's
glad
fun.
you had fun in Latvia.
Latvia was cool. Yeah. There were a lot of countries that like Germany, we went to Germany, but we didn't do like Berlin because it was too far inland. So there's some countries that like we got to go see like a random little part of, but like if I were to go back to Germany, I would want to go to like Berlin and see like what people see when you go to Germany.
Yeah.
Saw like a literal gorgeous fairy tale Beauty and the Beast castle in Germany. That was cool. Super stunning, beautiful. Yeah, super fun. I don't even know. There's like so many. It was such a long, cool trip. We saw so many things that I don't even know how to like summarize it.
Well, so Berlin is pretty north
Yeah.
in Germany, right? Because Germany's huge. So, because we're going to Munich
Okay, cool.
in like 2 months for Oktoberfest. But I looked into Berlin and just a lot of the stuff we're going to do, we're going to stay a little more
Yeah.
south. But I would love to see basically all of Europe whenever I can.
Yeah. Basically anywhere that there is to go, I would like to go there.
And visit.
Yeah. I love traveling. It's so cool, so fun. I just love seeing a new place. I don't understand. There have been a few times in my life that I've come in contact with somebody who's like, I just don't really like to leave Arizona. I'm like, I don't think we can be friends. I'm so sorry.
You're like, I couldn't relate.
I'm like, I'm sure you're wonderful, but you're boring.
I don't. You're definitely like an adventurous spirit.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But so you did the cruise for the first 8 days?
10
of your
days.
trip? Oh, 10 days. Okay.
10 days, yeah. Yeah. And then the cruise ended in Finland. My grandma is from Finland, and so that was kind of the point of this trip, was to get everyone to Finland so that we could see where she was from and meet some family and be there with her. Most of the adults have been to Finland, but a lot of the younger kids had never been to Finland. So it was first time for a lot of people, and it was super fun, super cool. It was like, I never thought that all of us would be walking around Finland
Aw.
together with her. And so we spent a day and we like went and saw her old apartment and her first job and where she used to go to church and all of her like stories that she was remembering and telling us, and it was really cool to be there with her. I was walking around with my grandparents and I was telling them, I was like, I bet you when you met here 60 years ago, you never pictured all these people. And they were like, definitely not.
Aw.
So it was cool, super special.
That's
And
so
my brother just spent 2 years living in Finland, so it was fun. At the end of the trip, I was mostly just kind of romping around with him. And it was fun to see like his side of Finland and meet some of the people that he had met there. And yeah, good trip. That was definitely by far the highlight, Finland. The
Really?
2 weeks
Yeah.
in Finland, yeah.
That's hard to beat. That's
Yeah.
so cool. Was your grandma happy to have
She was so excited.
all the grandkids there? and
Yes.
That's so cool.
I have like a fun picture from the first day in Finland. We went to like, Finland has an open market that they sell like everything, but we went and got strawberries because Finland has picking season in the summer where like strawberries and raspberries and everything just kind of like grows on the side of the road, and they're so good. And so we went and got a bunch of strawberries and stuff, and my grandma is like absolutely beaming. She's like so excited to be in Finland and with all her family eating her Finnish strawberries, and it's like the cutest picture ever, new favorite picture.
So she's lived there her whole life in that town?
She lived in Helsinki, which is the capital, until I think she said she was like 21 when she left. So up until then, when she met my grandpa.
Okay.
Yeah. Then she came to America to marry him, and she's been with him since.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because she came to America like speaking no English, like to be with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is crazy. She's crazy, but whatever. It worked out for her.
it's true love, Mai.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. Okay, so you had a great time in Finland, got a bunch of strawberries. Then
Then I went to Greece, which was crazy and so fun. I went to Greece because my grandpa had kind of, I guess semi-jokingly, had been like, if anybody wants to go explore anything else while you're over there, like we'll arrange your return flight from wherever. My wonderful, generous, amazing, beautiful grandparents like took everyone on this trip. So they paid for it and everything, which was amazing. So they had arranged like flights to and from, and they were saying like, if you want to go see anything while you're already across the pond, like just let us know and we'll whatever. Anyways, so I was like, yes, absolutely. I would love to fly myself from Finland to Greece and then have that be the only travel expense. So
Yeah.
I went to Greece, and my grandpa was so funny. The last couple of days I was in Finland with him, he was like, now, what drives you to go to Greece by yourself? Like, why would you want to do that? My grandma, she's like, Gary, most people like seeing a new place. She wants to go explore. She's young. And I was like, yeah, what she said.
I feel like Greece calls every young woman's name in her 20s.
That's what I'm saying.
Has he seen Mamma Mia?
Probably not. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, it's going to be a good time. All my aunts were so stressed for me. They were like, oh my gosh, you're so brave. I could never do that. And I was like, I don't think it's that okay. I mean, I guess.
Sure, like, Greece is like a really safe place.
Yeah, I did my Googling. I made sure I wasn't going to get like kidnapped or whatever. Yeah, but after I got home from Greece, I had like Sunday dinner with them, and I walked into Sunday dinner and everybody was like, we're so relieved you're home safe. And I was like, guys, you're acting like I went to like the middle of the war on terror. Like what? Jeez.
But you made it back.
But I made it back.
One piece.
Yeah.
Did you have any issues?
No, traveling?
No, it's Greece.
Yeah. No, most everybody was like speaking English and super helpful. The guy that picked me up from the Athens airport, like taxi driver, that sounded shady. Taxi driver picked me up from the Athens airport and like dropped me off at my Airbnb. He was so sweet, so nice. And he was like, I'm not going to leave until I make sure that you can get into your Airbnb because I just don't want to leave you wandering the streets. And I was like, thank you so much, especially because I can't read Greek. And so he was really helpful in being like, it's this building and you're on the 3rd floor. And he was like super sweet. So no, everybody was like so kind. And yeah, I never felt unsafe at all.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah, it was super fun. So I like teased you with a story before we started the pod.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
On the edge of your seat. I don't know how this got brought up or what I was thinking about.
Something about LSD.
Yeah. Okay. So, I went to the top of Lycabettus Hill my last night in Greece. So I went to Athens for like a day and a half, went and saw the Parthenon, the Acropolis. Amazing, stunning. Can't believe that's been here for like thousands of years. And then I went and spent like 3 days on an island called Naxos. Super fun. I love the beach, so I wanted to go and just like chill, especially after such a long trip. So I went and then I came back to Athens the night before I had to leave so that I could like make it to the airport. So last night in Greece, last night of this crazy month-long trip, I went up to the top of Lycabettus Hill to watch the sunset. And I was sitting on the railing, like having this like peaceful moment, like AirPods in, and I was like, wow, so beautiful. What a wonderful trip. What a
In
cool
your
experience.
main character.
Yeah, totally.
End of a coming of age movie.
Totally. These 2 girls come and sit next to me. They're probably like 18, 19, so they're adults, but they're young.
Okay.
And I was like not paying super much attention to them until I noticed that they were talking to a man, and he had come up and was like kind of like hitting on them, was like, you guys are cute, whatever.
How old was he
Good
comparatively?
question. He was probably like late 20s. He was probably a good 8, 9, 10 years older than them. From looks. I don't know anything about him.
So enough to raise some red flags.
Yep, so I popped one AirPod
You're like,
out.
Alarm bells ringing.
Pop one AirPod out just because I'm gonna look out for these little baby girls. And I start listening to what they're talking about, and he's talking about raves. And he's like, I love raves. Raves are so much better in Europe. Like, they have so many cool raves here. And he was like, me and my friends are planning this big trip next year. We're gonna go to 4 of the biggest raves in Europe. You guys should totally come. I'll give you my number.
What the heck?
And these girls were like, oh my gosh, haha, we would so love to do that. And I was like, queen.
What is this guy, a promoter?
No, I know. So they start talking, and then this guy goes, well, raves are so much better high. And these girls are like, yeah, I totally believe you, but like I haven't really tried anything.
Because they're 18.
Because they're 18.
Yeah, great.
And
Love
he's
that
like, yeah, totally, whatever. Like one of these days though, you guys should totally try something. And the girls are like, yeah. One of the girls is like, when I try something someday, I want it to be for me. Like I don't want it to be for anyone else. And I was like, okay. Like, yeah, don't let anybody pressure you into anything.
Yeah.
Then she literally, this is a word for word quote. She says, yeah, when I try something someday, I think the first time I just want it to be something chill and easy like LSD. And I was like,
I don't know if that's accurate.
No!
I've heard that LSD is like a 12-hour trip. Like you've got to be locked in, locked in, ready for a marathon.
Yeah. And this guy, he was like, he goes, I have tried pretty much everything there is to try. And he goes, I would not recommend LSD as your first like experience. He was like, he literally goes, maybe like smoke a cigarette first. And I was like, you're not gonna get high off of a cigarette, dude. But it was so funny. And she's like, no, I really think that like when I try something, I want it to be LSD. And he goes, I mean, if you're set on it, I have some. Like I can give you some. And this is the point where I'm like, I have to intervene. Like, I need to say something and not let these girls take drugs from this random man at the top.
Who literally approached, started this conversation about raves and drugs, and then just happens to have drugs on him?
LSD? Like, what do you mean you're walking around with that in your pockets and ready and willing to give it to the first girl who asked? Yeah, no. So I'm like literally gearing up to be like, hey babe, you probably shouldn't, like, not to like over here, but I have totally been listening to her. Luckily she was like smart enough to be like, oh, I don't know if I should take anything from you, like I don't really know you, like, so she didn't.
Okay, love it.
She didn't, no, and they just like talked for a little bit, and then eventually he left and like they left, and so I like put my AirPod back in and I was like, okay. But I swear on my life, I'm literally gonna say that for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be like, I just needed something chill and easy, like LSD.
Dude, what would you have done if the roles were reversed and he like came up to you and like,
oh my gosh,
offered you LSD?
Offered me LSD.
Probably the same thing. You'd probably be like, I'd probably be
like, nice try, dude. Are you trying to like fentanyl drug me? Like what? No.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So that was funny.
That's pretty wild, dude.
I was literally like, about to have a big sister moment and be like, hey, I know you don't know who I am, but you also don't know who he is.
You're like, not to like be a wet towel or anything. Just wanted to use my fully developed frontal lobe to offer a little bit of. Do you feel different, like in, now that we're like 25, like, do you feel noticeably different than you remember thinking about things when you were like 21?
Yes.
Like, do you feel your frontal lobe has developed?
I feel like it's getting there. Like, I don't think I woke up on my 25th birthday and I was like, aha, now I understand.
Now I know the meaning of life.
Yeah.
And I have the key to world peace.
Yeah, if only they would ask. No, I've always felt that way. It didn't have anything to do with being 25. No, but like, I do feel like, especially even just a little bit younger, like 18, 19, I definitely remember feeling like, what could possibly go wrong? I'm an adult, I'm mature, like, and I don't think I felt like I knew everything, but I felt like certainly I could handle anything that comes my way, and also nothing bad will happen because nothing bad has happened yet to this point, so.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of like fear, I guess. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this.
I think it's just a matter of you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
And so then you like leave the house and have a little bit of life experience on your own and you're like, oh, it's tough out here.
I feel like, some natural decision and consequence kind of really sucks sometimes. I probably won't do that again.
And sometimes despite your best efforts, things don't go your way and that sucks.
Yeah, a lot of things that just come with time. Can't wait to keep learning those tough lessons.
Yep, and
who knows what we'll be like when we're 40.
I was gonna say,
we've been through the thick of it.
I was like, Snug Studio episode 897. We're gonna be like, remember when we were 25?
Dude, that would be if we truly kept up with doing this weekly, and there's 52 weeks in a year, times 10 years from now.
Yeah,
520 episodes from now. We could do a 35 check-in. Like
this is gonna be our Back to the Future moment where we're like, remember when we were talking about episode 584? Now it's episode 584.
Oh, we just have like this crazy long digital footprint.
Yeah. We're unemployable
because of something we said back in 2026. Well, that's pretty funny. I wonder if that's a core memory for those girls.
I know.
They're like, remember that time
I know.
that guy just randomly offered us LSD?
Oh my gosh, bro. I was like so relieved. I was like, please make a good choice right now.
I don't have to say anything.
I know. Oh man.
No, they were well equipped. I've heard a couple of things that kind of the newer generation, Gen Alpha. Oh my gosh, why could I not?
Is that what they're calling them? Like these little babies that are like growing up right now? I believe you.
I think
I didn't know
so.
they had a name.
I think so, because Gen Z goes till. Are all of your younger siblings Gen Z? Because some of your youngest might be Gen Alpha.
No, absolutely not. I think only Jaren's Gen Z.
Okay, because that's what I'm saying. So like I've heard that the younger generation, like, well, a lot of them are still kids, but even the younger Gen Zers, like they don't get into as much trouble in terms of partying and stuff, like substances and drinking.
Yeah.
I've heard that that's not how they indulge.
I think
and
that
have fun.
I think that the like scientific knowledge that you're ruining your body has like seeped in a little bit. That like you probably shouldn't take LSD at 18 at a party with your friends.
That's true. That's true. Because, like, I guess it was pretty effective with the whole cigarette thing. Remember what they did for us? And they were like, no smoking cigarettes. And I remember signing a paper saying I would like vow not to smoke cigarettes because of all the horrible things it does.
Dude, in Europe, the packages on like a cigarette box is like pictures and photos of like
children with cancer,
like cancerous lungs and like amputations and like horrific graphics. And I was like, hey, I've never smoked a cigarette and I never will because of these photos.
So you know how I knew that?
Yeah.
I have smoked one of those.
Oh, right. She literally took it and she was like, can't scare me.
No, so I had a friend at my old job and he went on a trip to Greece and we were all just hanging out one night at his apartment. He was like, I have some Greek cigarettes. He's like, the packaging's pretty crazy if you guys want to see this.
Yeah.
He pulls out 3 packs of cigarettes. And yeah, it's a number of different graphic images.
Yeah.
Like a child with like oxygen and stuff.
Well, the ones that I saw was like literal as if you had taken a photo in an operating room. Like organs and stuff that were like black and diseased. And like, I was like, I think this would make someone queasy. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
So whatever they're doing in Greece, whatever their health department is doing to decrease the number of people dying of smoking, I would assume that that's effective. It did not, however, work on me. I did try one of the
I don't know if it's super effective cigarette-wise, at least. Like everyone in Europe smokes.
They smoke a lot.
Everyone
still.
Smokes in Europe. Yeah.
I've been hearing that from people.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think
the
they've switched
streets
to
reek
vapes
of
or...
cigarette smoke. Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting to me. Like, I wonder what the difference is there between here in the U.S. because I think it pivoted away from that towards the electronic vapes and stuff, which have their own issues.
Smoke and stuff. Well, not very many people, but less and less, I think.
Like it's not very common to be walking around a downtown area and see more than like 2 or 3 people smoking a cigarette.
Which is hilarious because my younger siblings are not used to that because A, we live in Gilbert, Arizona, and B, like it's not as prevalent here. And my younger siblings, we get to Helsinki, we got off the ship, took a bus from the ship to our hotel, and our hotel was right by the train station. So we're like in the heart of downtown Helsinki. We walk out of the train station and immediately everyone is smoking, and my little brother, he's like 13, he's like, ew, that is so gross. And I was like, you need to chill. Like, you're being so
obnoxious.
dramatic. Yeah. Like, I know you probably don't want to walk through a cloud of cigarette smoke, and that's fine, but you don't need to, like, make such a scene. Please. Like, yeah, bro.
Did people stare?
I'm sure, because I was about to smack this kid upside the head and be like, listen.
These damn Americans.
I know.
Why do we keep letting them visit?
I know. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Like, my bad. No, but that is interesting. Like, I'm sure it has to be some type of, like, policy difference and or marketing difference between...
I remember thinking when I went to Finland the first time that I was like, it's probably so prevalent here because they're trying to freaking stay warm because it's so cold up in the Nordic countries. But I don't think that that's true because it's pervasive, I think, throughout the EU in general.
No, like even in like Italy
Yeah.
and France, you know, kind of in like the pretty moderate climate areas,
Yeah.
you know, it's just year
It's just a
round.
thing, yeah.
They're just going out to take a smoking break.
Yeah, dude. I was in Greece first night in Athens, and I learned that a dining experience in Greece is like an endeavor. Like you better set aside 2-3 hours. So I went, and like this is the solo part of my trip. So I took a book and I went to go get dinner, and I'm sitting on the porch kind of facing the street, so I wasn't facing inside the restaurant.
Yeah.
And my waiter hadn't come in like a good 45-50 minutes, and I was like, hey, I'm like ready for the check. So I turn around to look for the waiter, and the restaurant is empty. There's not a soul in the restaurant, no cooks, no waiters, no one. And so I'm like, oh, are they closed? Did I no?
You're
So
like,
I
they actually left the key in the front for you to close up
They
shop.
did, yeah. No, I look down the street and there they all are. They're just chilling on like a bench, like smoking and hanging out. And I was like, awesome.
You know what? Hell yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys. Can you please bring me the check? It's 11:30 at night. Like,
They're like, our night's just getting started.
literally, they were open till 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just like a standard casual sit down
Yes,
restaurant.
I just
till
wandered
3
in
in the morning.
got a Greek salad. Yeah, no, it wasn't like.
A Greek salad that you spent 2 hours having a dining experience for.
By myself, yeah. Read the entire Throne of Glass book, cover to cover, right there on the. No.
Oh my gosh. So
yeah, it
did
was
you
good.
have to like say hello and be like, hello?
There were a couple times that I had to like make direct eye contact for like an uncomfortable amount of time to be like, can you please come over? Like, hello, hi. Yeah, it's just me. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've always wondered what's the proper courtesy. Because I know a lot of European restaurants, it's a long, you know, when you go out to eat, you're going out to eat.
Yeah.
And so is it perceived as rude to
like wave
call
someone
the
down?
waiter over and say like, hi?
I read that it is rude to like wave somebody down. So I was trying my best to like not do that. I don't know if that's true or not, because I never heard it like out of the mouth of a Greek person, but I didn't want to, on the off chance, like, make someone uncomfortable, that I had been like, excuse me, I need to leave right now.
Because man, in America, people would just be like,
Bro.
they're like whistling across.
Literally. And I'm like, that's a person, you know, like you're not calling cattle.
Some people are pretty rude.
Yeah.
I will say that. I think there's like a friendly way to be like, when you have a moment,
100%.
could you please bring me the check?
100%. Or like as they walk by, I'd be like, excuse me, miss, like, is there any way, whatever. No, some people are like, I am paying to be here. Bring me my thing right now.
Yeah. No, well, and they get a little snippy about it. You know, they're like, oh, so none of that. But
No.
so you just kind of took it in silence.
Just waited it out. I read a lot of books while I was in Greece.
Like, this is borderline a hostage experience.
No, honestly, I was like, you guys make it so easy to dine and dash. Like, if I didn't have any integrity, I've been gone. You're lucky I do.
Oh my gosh. They just operate differently there. That's not even like in question.
No, they're like, why would you do that?
Like, who would do that?
Yeah, no.
No decent Greek person would ever think to do that.
And me, a decent Greek person, I was like, certainly I will not.
When in Rome.
Exactly.
Or when in, you know,
When in
wherever
Athens.
you're at.
Yeah.
You gotta try to learn about the customs.
Exactly.
And abide. Can't
It's
go
called
wreak and
immersion, people.
Number one tip to being a good traveler.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the destination.
Dude, I feel like because I was gone, I am like failing at my job of like pop culture moments to bring up on Snug, because I do feel very out of touch. I like left the country and I was like, don't talk to me. I'm literally in Finland. So I don't know what was going on. And then I come home and all of a sudden Taylor Swift is married and you'll die if you eat Taco Bell and like all these things. And I was like, everybody was like, you didn't hear about the shootings and the protests. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm going back. We were talking to one of my brother's friends up in northern Finland, and we're having a conversation and he goes, oh my gosh, I have been hearing about the water levels in Lake Powell and how the water levels have been really low this year and people haven't been able to go boating and do all the things that they want to do at Lake Powell. And I was like, sir, why do you know that? And I was like, have you ever been to Lake Powell? He said, no, I've never been to America. And I was like, okay.
He's just well informed.
He's just keeping tabs.
No, there is some crazy stuff going on with the water, especially the Colorado River. I hear about that one at work a lot.
Yeah, apparently. And I didn't know that until I met this random man in northern Finland.
Who knew about it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, you did miss that there's like a diarrhea outbreak.
Yeah, apparently it's a parasite. It's like a stomach
Oh.
parasite.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that level of detail.
Yeah, I got home. Here's the thing. There's like 3 Taco Bells in all of Finland. And there were a couple days that I was out at like 1 in the morning and I was hungry and I was like, I should go to Taco Bell. But then I was like, I can't go to Taco Bell in a foreign country. Like, I simply morally can't do that. But then I had it in my head and I was like, the first fast food that I'm going to come get when I get home will be Taco Bell. And I come home and my first client, first day back, she was like, oh no, you can't go to Taco Bell or you'll die. And I was like, what's going on? So I Googled it.
I will say, from what I read, I don't know if they can verify that Taco Bell was the main
No,
place.
they can't for
I think
sure.
they're the scapegoat, but it's like lettuce, produce.
Yeah, they tracked it to like a certain farm. And so I think Taco Bell just like gets their like fresh food supply from them.
Yep.
And that's why they took the blame.
And a number of other places though, right? So
Yeah.
that's why they have to find.
I think the FDA has since like officially apologized and like rescinded their statement about Taco Bell because they were like, guys, it's not them.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you did miss that. So I guess there was that.
Did Taylor Swift really get married on the 4th?
Honestly,
Like,
I have no idea.
In Madison Square Garden? That
I heard
sounds
she
like
got
the
married
biggest PR stunt I've ever heard.
Yeah, I heard she got married in Madison Square Garden, but I actually honestly didn't look into her wedding.
I don't think that there have been any pictures released.
I can't say that I was like dying to know about it.
No.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
like a lot of her music, but I've never
I don't
been
follow
one to
people like
keep
that.
up with like the extravagant celebrity weddings and such.
Sure.
Like you do you know?
Yeah. I'm not sure if that actually happened. I think it did, but
No,
whatever.
I know it was in Madison Square Garden. I don't
Yeah.
know about the dates.
Dude, I literally read though that apparently it costs at bare minimum $2 million to rent out Madison Square Garden
For like a day or
for
something?
like an event. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's like bare minimum base level cost of
That's
that
probably
wedding.
nothing to her.
No,
That-
I'm sure. I'm sure she spent way more than that on the day, but
I'm
I
sure
just
we
thought that
could
was
find
insane.
a budget breakdown
Yeah.
somewhere.
So, I'm sure there will be so many people on social media being like, Taylor Swift's wedding dress cost this, and Taylor Swift's ring cost this, and all of the things.
Yeah. I've been filling my mind with more more European stuff actually. I was trying to learn a little bit of German before we go to Munich.
She's a scholar. She's an academic.
With the help of Duolingo, I've gotten through all of one unit.
Yeah,
I know how to say danke.
period.
I know how to say Wasser. That's
Yes.
water.
Yeah.
I think there was more. Kekse? Kekse is cookies.
Okay.
I don't know why Duolingo picks the words that they pick.
No, my brother and
To
I were
start me
just
with.
making fun of Duolingo because, so he started teaching me Finnish while we were in Finland because he spent 2 years teaching Finnish. And so we had a 5-hour train ride back and he was like, pull out a pen and paper. And so now I'm learning Finnish and I'm stoked about it. But on the days that I'm not doing like lessons with him, I've just been doing like Finnish Duolingo. And Duolingo thought that it was like just pertinent for me to know how to say the Finn is a wizard and the Norwegian is a Viking. Yeah. And so I was like, hey dude,
The
look.
Finn is a wizard.
Yeah. And I was like, just the prime vocab. You can't get around Finland without knowing how to say the Finn is a wizard and the Norwegian is a Viking. And he was like, I freaking hate that thing. He said that he did finish Duolingo, like he completed it before he went to Finland. And the only thing that he remembers from it is the word for parakeet. And he was like, I used that word one time in my 2 years. Yeah.
I'm surprised he used it at all.
Yeah.
Did he see a parakeet?
No, somebody was talking about having a pet parakeet, and he was like, freaking undulati, bro. I know what that is.
He was like, I'm so glad I was prepared for this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I ever told you, but I ended up taking one of those like genealogy tests
Oh,
where you
yeah.
just do a little mouth swab, and I didn't want to pay for it because, dude, it's a highway robbery. They try to like
Totally.
charge you for a subscription for all this like stuff.
A subscription.
I was like, yes, like a subscription to build your family tree, like all this BS, dude.
No.
People are getting
Everything's
things
a
are getting out of
subscription.
hand with these subscriptions.
Everything's
Everyone
a
needs to
subscription.
settle down.
Yeah.
What happened to the good old days when I could pay, $3 for my Balloons Tower Defense app and play as many games as
Yes.
I want, ad-free, till the end of time?
Yeah.
Because I purchased that app.
The thing that pisses me off is when they throw you an ad in the middle of the game. It's like, I haven't completed this coloring page yet. Why are you showing me this?
It's truly infuriating.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that? I don't even know.
Your genealogy, like 23andMe.
So I took the like test and I just did the bare minimum. So it told me the percentage breakdown of the different like geographic areas that they think my bloodline is from.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, not a single surprise in there. Not
Really?
a single exciting thing. I was like, maybe there's gonna be like 1% Spanish or something cool,
Everybody says they're like 1/64th Cherokee. You're not like 1/64th Cherokee.
No, literally nothing. It was all European. I'm as white as could possibly be. Obviously, I can't tan for. So I'm like 33% English.
Okay, that's a chunk.
No, and the other 33% Scottish.
Jeez, bro.
So
you're the queen. Like, you should run the UK.
So can I move?
You're
can
like-
I get dual citizenship?
You've got to be like 9th in line for the throne.
So I was like trying to ask some questions when I was in like Sholo last week and visiting my family. I was trying to ask my grandpa. I was like, so do we have like
Yeah, you're like, so this can't be that far
family
back if I'm
anywhere?
33%.
Like, why do we live in America?
Literally.
Can we leave? Can I go back to Scotland? Because let me tell you, the one time I went to Scotland, I was obsessed. And now it all makes sense. I was being
It's in your blood.
called there
Yeah.
because it's my homeland.
Your literal ancestors were crying from the graves for you to just stay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I vibed with the Highland cows.
Yes.
That's why I was enjoying the overcast weather. I'm not built for the sun.
No,
Okay?
no.
It's
And
just not in
I
my
say that
blood.
all the time because I am super Finnish, and like half of the year they don't even have the sun in Finland, and yet I live in the desert.
Dude, you're so lucky you got that Polynesian side
That's
because
true.
that is your saving grace.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would never tan. You would probably get even worse
100%.
burns than me.
Yeah.
And it would just heal and like, oh, dude,
I do tan
get
pretty
burnt
okay.
so bad.
I do tan pretty okay, which is super nice.
Dude, you can tan pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that time I got a sunburn standing in the parking lot?
That's criminal. That is criminal.
It was after a yoga class and I was talking to my friend in the parking lot and I got a sunburn just standing there yapping for 30 minutes.
I'm the type of person that scoffs at like sunscreen being part of people's daily skincare routine.
It
I'm
must.
like,
Don't listen to her. It must be part of your daily routine.
because I'm like, you're not gonna get sunburnt driving in your car to work, bro. And people do.
every dermatologist ever is rolling over in their
I
grave
know.
right now.
And my blood could never. My blood could never.
Mine 100% can and does actively get burned in any situation.
That's crazy. It takes like a UV of 16 and like 5 uninterrupted hours in the sun for me to get burned.
Remember when we were out at Carmel by the sea?
Yeah.
And I got a little sunburn?
Yeah. And
And
I had
the
like
UV was like less
3.
than...
Like so low. And I like took my shirt off because we were hiking and I was hot and I was like, my skin was out and I was like,
And I was like, do you think I'll get burned? And you're like, no,
I
I
was
don't
like,
think you're going to
I
get
doubt
burned.
it.
It's overcast. The UV exposure's super low today.
it was like 4 p.m. No, it probably wasn't that late, but it was like, yeah.
It was probably less than an hour total that I had my sweatshirt off.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour or two. And yeah, I got burned.
Yeah, and I remember being shocked. We got back to the freaking hotel that night and you were like, look at this. And I was like, how did this happen? I'm so sorry, I literally lied to you.
No, honestly, it's not your fault because I should know by this point. I know my skin, and I know that I need to wear sunscreen all the time. But it was chilly that day when we went out and about, so we were wearing sweatshirts and jackets.
Yes.
And then just hiking about, I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna risk it. And you telling me that I wasn't gonna get sunburn was honestly the best thing you could have done in that moment, because the truth was my jacket had to come off either way. I was getting overheated.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was better to have the peace of mind.
For sure.
That one wasn't a bad burn, though.
No.
It really wasn't. It was, like, healed up in a day.
Yeah, it was little.
It didn't peel or anything.
Dude, you know what I will say? People in Greece, first of all, I'm getting to the point of saying there were a lot of, like, just really gorgeously bronzed people in Greece because I forgot about the fact that, like, everybody in Europe is nude. Like, I saw so many boobs this week.
Oh, what?
Because everybody on the beaches in Greece was, naked. And I was like, no.
Wait, fully naked?
Fully naked.
What does it say? It's a nude beach?
Nope.
Or that's
Just every beach I went to. Anyone over the age of, like, 35. Yeah. And some people younger, but, like, I feel like everyone over the age of, like, 35, 40 was, like, fully naked. And I was unprepared. It's fun, like, I don't care.
No, but it's a cultural difference.
But it's a cultural difference. And so I, like, went to the beach for the first time, and I was, like, looking at the water, you know, I'm, like, taking pictures, and, like, wow, the water's so blue and so beautiful. And this fully naked man walks through my field of vision, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, you're interrupting my peace. Like, excuse me. I'm taking a photo of the water.
Hello.
Yeah. I was like being real careful not to have any people in the photos I was taking.
You're like, suddenly my peaceful beach photos have turned into low-level pornography.
I know. I was like, I am not trying to unwittingly photograph these people in this state. So sorry.
Wait, that's so funny. Did any ounce of you feel inclined to join on in?
There was like 2% of me that I was like, you know, if I wanted to get rid of some tan lines, this is the perfect opportunity.
Like, part of me feels like that would be so freeing. But I don't know if, like, in the moment I could truly...
I don't know.
It would feel so... like, scary to me.
Yeah. Here's the thing is that they come to the beach in swimsuits. Like, they roll up in swimsuits, and then they find their spot on the sand, and then they, like, take their bikini off to go, like, hang out in the water and, like, be on the beach.
Okay.
And so I was like, I just respectfully, why are you buying swimsuits if you don't wear swimsuits?
For, like, the transition period.
For the pictures, I guess, maybe. But there were a lot of really cutie, like, girls trips going on, like older ladies that were like there with their besties.
Aww.
And they were like tanning on the beach, or they were like playing around in the water fully naked, both of them fully naked, hanging out. And I was like, listen, I love this for you guys.
No, honestly, I feel like if it was more normalized and it wasn't like, and if it didn't have to be like an inappropriate or like a sexual thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I think there's like some value in that, you know? We're all people, you're letting it hang loose, like go do what you want to do, you know?
I 100% think that we over-sexualize the body. 100%. And so I'm like, there's nothing inherently sexual about this. Like,
about a body,
these people are just, they're going to the beach, they're hanging out. Like,
I think that's why, like, exposure to that type of situation is kind of beneficial.
It's normal. Yeah.
No one else is being weird. Why would I be weird, you know?
I have an aunt she's Finnish. She's a Finn, and her husband is American. And the Finns are supposedly the original creators of the sauna, and they love it. Love the sauna. It's an everyday thing. So we went to the sauna all the time while we were in Finland. And I was laughing talking to my aunt that she was saying, like, when she married her husband, they moved to Finland, and she was introducing him to, like, all of the cultural things and whatever, and she took him to the sauna for the first time. And she was like, listen, this is my happy place. This is my relaxation. Don't you dare touch me in there. She was like, Nate, like, the nudity has nothing to do with this. This is not an invitation. Like, this is for you to sit and chill and for me to sit and chill. And she was like prepping him for the fact that, like, that's not what this is for, because it's a different culture.
No,
I just thought it was funny that I was like, I wouldn't have even thought about the fact that you probably would have to be like, listen.
It's just different, yeah, because I feel like there's not really like non-sexual nudity in our culture.
No.
I'm not necessarily like hard pressed to like involve more nudity, but I'm just saying in situations like that, like the beach and stuff, I feel like if it was normal, it would be normal. Like everyone would act normal about it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be weird. And it's not weird for them, but I just thought it was funny because I hadn't thought about it.
All right, well maybe one day when in Greece, maybe you'll catch me on a beach. Letting it all hang loose.
Yep.
Just me being one with the world.
No tan lines to be found.
Well, it sounds like a very successful adventure.
It was very fun.
I'm so glad. And I'm selfishly glad to have you back. Arizona is a little less exciting without you.
Yeah, I feel like we were doing long distance again, which we did for years while we were both in college. And like, why did we do that? How did we do that?
We know how to just pick right up where we left off, which is the good thing. We've never had a hard time getting back into the swing of things.
No.
But yeah.
But it's nice to live in the same place.
It sure is.
I like it a lot.
It gives us opportunities to do our little crafts and chat.
100%.
Speaking of, do you have a Monday motivation? First Monday motivation in a while, folks.
First Monday motivation.
Buckle up.
Okay, so I was thinking that there were a lot of cultural differences in Europe and America that we were talking about, but different. These are different cultural differences. I was noticing that I felt like the mindset there was just a little more like, a little slower paced, a little more just content with life. I feel like there's a really big grind set in America of like, chasing the next best thing, the biggest promotion, the best job. If your career isn't your deepest passion, then you're a loser type thing. And I don't know if I like that. And so I think that it would be nice for us to just like slow down and be a little more content with what we have.
I agree. I think that it's easy to always be like, what's next? But it's like we have it all.
We're very blessed.
Like we already have it.
We're very blessed.
The thing that we're like chasing, I think sometimes we don't realize it's already right there.
And I think that if you spend your whole life chasing something, then you're never going to recognize like, it's the whole thing of they say like you 10 years ago was dreaming of being where you are now.
Yeah.
And you're going to miss that if you're looking towards the next 10 years that you're trying to accomplish, which this isn't to say that you shouldn't have goals or that you shouldn't be pursuing anything, but you can also kind of pair that with like, look at what you've already accomplished, what you've already achieved, what you already have, and kind of just like enjoy where you're at along the way.
Right. Everything's about balance. So if you're always chasing something, that means you're never like relaxing and living in the moment.
Totally.
So you have to kind of do both. Like goals and direction are good. Don't quit your day job and go like bum around, but like
yeah.
But like those moments like after work or like eating, dinner with family, like how it was like a long thing in Greece or wherever. It's just like remembering that like those are the important parts of the day and you got to cherish those moments. So
I guess our Monday motivation is this week take some time to notice what you have and
don't be afraid to slow down a little bit, maybe craft a little bit. And enjoy where you're at and how far you've already come. It's probably further than you think.
Absolutely.
And with that,
we're back. So we'll see you again
next week.